Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thanks so for clicking here, Gemini. I appreciate you. Look, we've got a couple of decks we're going to use this week to find out your messages for the week ahead. We've got the Kipper and the Lenormand. We're going to use these and we are going to throw some tarot at it, find out what else we can clarify, see what's coming out for you for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you, Gemini, and if you are brand new and you're just rolling up in on these shenanigans, welcome here. And if you'd like to hit that subscription button and stay, that would be lovely. And if not, thank you for your click today and your view. I appreciate it. So let's look at Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Gemini. If you're cross-watching, thank you. Let's find out what Kipper has to say for you. What's coming up for the week ahead for Gemini, please. Ooh, unexpected income, Gemini. We've got concern. And we have coffin. Very interesting. Ooh, the courthouse. Look, it could be legal for some of you. It feels like somebody has a concern about this unexpected income. And when I say unexpected, I feel like it's like something that you feel like if it's a legal thing, you feel like there's no way they're going to give that to me. There's no way they're going to give me that much. That's what it feels like here. We have the coffin here. I feel like this unexpected income for some of you could come on the heels of some sort of ending. So it could be an employer-employee dispute, right? It could be that. It could be that this concern could be about the ending of something and whether or not I should sue. Should I sue the employer? Should I go to court with this? I'm concerned that I'm not going to get what's due to me, and could be something like that too, because we do have the courthouse here, and all things legal go on in the courthouse. There are contracts. We've got it's got scrolls in the hand. It feels like that there is probably someone who is like fighting on your behalf. We've got card number 23, which is the card of lack, right? It's fives. It feels like here that there is some sort of unexpected income that could arrive because of some sort of a legal dispute that I feel might be set in your favor. And it's because something ended. So whatever this is, maybe somebody passed away in your family. I'm not saying that someone will. This would have already happened. Maybe someone passed away in your family. It could be the opening of a will. It could be the dispute of a will. It could be something like that. Maybe people fighting over estate issues. All right, tell me what else we have for Gemini. What else do we need to know about Gemini, please? Tell me what else we need to know about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. We've got something there that's popped. We've got the mountain is like an obstacle here. So it feels like somebody here has been sort of like in the fight of their life about something here. Just pick these ones up. Everything is all over the place. I feel like those cards just kind of flew, right? It feels like something you're not expecting it. I'm going to say that it feels like it's a mess right now, but I feel like it's coming back together. So it does more and more feel like it might be a legal dispute over money because of somebody who has left somebody something. Maybe somebody in the family feels like the house should have been left to them, but it was left to you. It feels like with the King of Pentacles here, whatever unexpected income comes is going to make you kind of very stable in your finances. We have the King of Diamonds in the bottom right hand corner, who's the King of Pentacles. In the Lenormand, money and fish are about money, abundance. Sorry, not money and fish, but water and fish are about money, abundance. It's a blessing from the universe, right? We've got card number 34, which is a 7. And for me as a reader, anytime a 7 shows up, it's because it's like an amen to me. And so it is. It feels like that. So it feels like the universe is saying, this belongs to you. We do have good news coming. The Rider, right? The Rider is the one who brings this information. You can see that there is a little note in her hand. The Rider, you can see, is riding on a rainbow. This is the 9 of Cups in the bottom right hand corner, which tells me that this is a happy occasion or happy messages that are going to be showing up for you. But it feels like you have a concern that maybe something isn't going to work out in your favor. But I want to say that we've got a couple of 3s here. We've got 3s here. We've got 34, and then we've got 23. So we've got 3, 3, 3, 3. And so it feels to me like that you shouldn't worry. That although this has been a large mountain to climb, it almost feels like it's been a fight to get to the top of the situation. It feels like when you get to the top, you will see everything for what it actually is, and that's when you'll receive the communication. We've got the 8 of clubs, which is the 8 of wands, and the communication that you'll get, I feel, is going to speed everything up. That maybe you've been waiting on this for a while, Gemini. And if this hasn't happened yet, this could be something that you might be hearing about via a message in the week ahead. But the 3s are telling me that there is concern here, but I feel like a light is going to be, somebody is going to spread light on the subject, like there's going to be clarity that's coming in because of all of the sun. We have orchids here, and that is sort of like undying love, like, long-term love. It feels like it's the love of somebody of the family. So it does feel like it might be, for some of you, a family dispute. For others of you, I feel like you're getting good news about something that you saw as an obstacle. I feel like it was in your way and slowed you down. And it feels like now things are going to start moving quicker as you get to the other side of this obstacle. And the mountains in the tarot can be obstacles or achievements. I feel like this is both. It's like it was an obstacle, and it feels like as you apply everything that you know in the Pentacle world, card 21 is the 3, it's like past, present, future energy to me. It's like whatever you've been fighting for in the past is about to come into the present. And I feel like in the future, there's something here that is said in your favor, because I feel like there is love here. There's also wisdom. It feels like the Queen of Swords is here. The Queen of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner, the Queen of Spades, is somebody who is liberating, right? This also can be about law or making something right. The Queen of Swords is Libra. And in this case, of course, we're in a general reading, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But, it's curious that we have the courthouse, then we have Libra, someone who's interested in law, in balance, in telling the truth and being really honest. So I think the truth is about to come out, and if the truth is in your favor, if you feel that you've been truthful, it should be in your favor. I feel like I'm talking about you. Let's find out what's going on for Gemini, please. Tell me about the tarot for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if you felt stuck or stalled in this situation where you were supposed to really expect some unexpected income, I feel like it's coming to you. This could definitely be a job that ended. Maybe you didn't fulfill the last 2 weeks and they're like, no, we're not going to be giving you that money. However, maybe you took it to court and maybe you claimed, look, toxic work environment. There's no way that they were going to allow me to fulfill the end of the contract without terrorizing me. It feels like it could be a dispute with an employer. If that's the case, I feel like you get the good news next week that tells you that this is going to be decided in your favor. And I feel like it's something that's fair, I want to say, financially fair. Tell me about, there we go, about Gemini. So we do have the Queen of Wands. Tell me about Gemini, please. All right. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit. Yeah, somebody's been making a decision, finding wisdom in the situation, and is about to take action here. And the 9 of Pentacles, of course, is, I feel like the Queen of Wands is telling me that you've endured a lot, because the Queen of Wands is forged through fire. The reason that the Queen of Wands is this strong, the reason that they're independent, an individual, maybe an entrepreneur, the one who's really strong, the reason that they are is because they've endured a lot. Everything that came to kill them made them stronger. This person is also really beautiful, very fortunate. You can see that this queen is somebody who is sort of painting a salamander, and the salamander in the tarot is all about protecting a path. So I feel like you're protected. I feel like your path is protected. I feel like you've been fighting for this for a while. I feel like with the Hermit energy, and holding it out to the 4 of, it's like healing this closed off sort of energy. It's like, it feels like something was almost ironclad, that you felt like you were never getting into the vault. You were never going to get that money. Somebody was being very stingy or holding back, it feels like. But I want to say that there is some negotiations going on under the surface or in the dark that you don't see. And I feel like things are about to be made well. The Star is here. I feel like there is a path to the 4 of Pentacles, and I feel it's on behalf of the Queen of Wands, because right next door to the Queen of Wands is a 9 of Pentacles. It feels like it feels like you, whatever this is that has ended, whether it's a job or maybe someone elderly left you something because they've passed, it feels like that it's going to put you in a place of abundance. But also, I want to say that this is somebody that you knew for a really long time, so it feels like maybe a member of the family, an elderly person, could even be a neighbor. It doesn't have to be a family member. There's nothing here that says it might be family. So it feels like this Nine of Pentacles, you grew up with this person, or you knew them for a lot of years, or the reason that you're standing as strong as you are after everything the Queen of Wands has been through. And I know you're an air sign, but you were feeling here to me like the Queen of Wands, somebody who's been through an awful lot in your life. And it feels like this Nine of Pentacles is coming to you because you've conquered so much and you've become really stable in your life. It feels like when they're making the decision at the courthouse about what's going on here, they're looking at you as, what is your character? And I think your character speaks for all of it, which is you're a person who's come from a lot of hardship, but a person who has prevailed and has become the Nine of Pentacles, which is the pre-Empress energy, by the way, whether you're feminine or masculine. We've got the King of Wands and we've got the Lovers. So I feel like there's somebody here who's about to make a decision. And I think that, it's a choice here. Somebody's chosen to go a little deeper than the surface. It's like whoever is making the final decision at the courthouse is somebody who is very wise, who sees the situation for what it is. It does feel like somebody has been denied something. We're shut off and shut down, not sharing, very miserly. So someone's holding the purse strings. It feels like somebody here, the purse strings, I feel, are going to be released. And this is what's going to be this unexpected income. Tell me what the good news is. We do have the Five of Wands. The Death card. Y'all, I should have just called it. I said in my head, I wonder if it's the Death card because it's the end of the fights and the arguments. It's the end of the battle. No more competition. I wish I would have called it. But nonetheless, so we have the Death card here. This is Scorpio energy. And I feel like it's the end to the fighting and the arguing. I feel like there is concern that things are never going to come to a place where we can stop arguing and fighting over whatever these earthly things that have been left, right, to you. And so I think the good news that's coming in is the fight is over. No more battles for you. And then we have the Chariot. Things now move forward. We are now finally in balance. Chariot to me is getting in balance as somebody, and they've got a wand in their hand here, and the sun's coming out behind them. So it feels like it's a bright day. You're going to see everything is going to start to come to fruition. And it's going to happen quickly. I feel like you'll probably have it figured out by the end of the month. Tell me what the Coffin and the Fish are. I feel like somebody's leaving money to someone, and that's what the unexpected income is, because the fish are plentiful, abundance, money. It's like you're breathing money. You know what I mean? Tell me about the Coffin and the Fish. Yep, it's time to celebrate, friend. We've got the Three of Pentacles. Somebody's on your side here, and it's going to bring you great happiness. We've got the Nine of Cups here the second time. It's first with the Rider, with the message that comes in, and then when you receive this windfall here, it does more and more feel like it might be something that you've been fighting in the courts, either against an employer or it feels like it's it doesn't even have to be an employer or a family member. It could feel like you've just been in the fight of your life trying to get what's owed to you. I don't think you're asking for anything that's not owed to you, Gemini. I think that this is owed to you. I want to say that, anybody looking from the outside in, I feel like the person at the courthouse is making a decision about the situation and feels like you're the best candidate, because you're the person who's most in balance. You're the one who is happy. You're not the one who is fighting the situation. You're the one just sitting back and watching and waiting with a little bit of concern, I think, waiting to see what's going to happen. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse. And we've got the Emperor in the reverse. Very interesting. So I think that's who you're fighting, is the Emperor. The Emperor could be an older sister or brother. It could be an employer. It could be somebody who is your father or your mother. Take it as it resonates for you. But the Emperor in the reverse is somebody who is the conqueror. This is somebody who is going to pull out every stop in the book in order to not because they need the money, because the Emperor doesn't need the money. The Emperor is somebody who is doing fine on their own, but they're also somebody who's miserly, right? They're miserly, they don't want to share. And it's not that you wouldn't put the money to good use, because I feel like the reason that it's being set in your favor is because you are the one in the family that's balanced, or you are the employee, excuse me, who is the person who was always there, did the right thing, like model employee, I want to say. You were the one that was in balance. The sun was on you. You were a person that everybody knows was doing the right thing. I feel like the Emperor is being just a bit of a jerk. It feels like, and I don't like to read the Emperor in the reverse that way, but the Emperor in the reverse is a conqueror. It's like, I'm going to take it just so I can put it in a room and never look at it again. As long as you don't have it, that's why I want it. And it feels like the Emperor is not going to get their victory. I feel like it's something here that is supposed to come to you, and this person's not going to be happy. Not at all. Tell me why the Six of Wands is in the reverse here. I feel like it could be, if this is a family thing for you, it feels like it is that you maybe have separated from the family, and I feel like it was all left to you. And so you probably don't have anything to do with the family because the Six of Wands is in the reverse. They don't want you home. You haven't been home in a while. Like, it feels like it's something like that, because the Six of Wands in the upright is about coming home from the fight or from the arguments, and I feel like when it's in the reverse, it's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go home. I don't need the attention. I'm good. I don't need the victory. I don't care what you guys do over there. It feels like maybe you've been separate from the family, went on your own path, because this Emperor in the reverse probably created a lot of trauma in your life. And so you ended up being someone who built your life alone. Maybe a business. Maybe you're doing well for yourself. Maybe the Emperor feels like you don't deserve it because you already have a lot of abundance or material wealth. But it's not their decision. We do have the Star, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like there is some sort of a gate opening. The gift is coming to you. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles and the Star, it tells me that it's big. It's really big. It feels like it's a really big sum of money, or a large home, or it feels like whatever the settlement is going to be quite large. And the thing is I feel like with the Page of Wands in the reverse, that you don't really even have your eye on it. Like, it feels like you maybe have a concern, well, maybe it'll work out or maybe it won't, but I feel like I'm speaking to a Gemini who does not feel entitled to it. And when you don't feel entitled to it, it's the law of the universe. If you need it, it's not going to arrive. But when you really don't care and you really don't need it, and you're taking care of yourself and doing your own things, that's when it shows up. Tell me what else is coming up for Gemini with this Emperor. Yeah, you've blocked this Emperor. This is a family situation for most of you. I do believe that for the majority of you, it does feel like this is probably coming from possibly a family marriage or commitment. It feels like it's with the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles, it could be somebody who's had one parent who has passed away, and the other parent is being miserly, doesn't want to share with the children, doesn't want to share with the family. It could be something like that. It feels like you've blocked this person, or you have a mental block because of them. You don't want to look at them. You don't want to talk to them. You haven't been home for a while. It feels like there's no good energy between you and the Emperor. It almost feels like it's a battle between you and the Emperor, and the Emperor has all the resources, all the money, the good lawyers. I feel like this person pulled out all of their resources, Ten of Pentacles, to try and fight against you, but the fight is over, and I feel the victory is yours. Kind of love that. Tell me what the outcome is here for Gemini. What's the outcome for Gemini, please? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands and the Tower. Wow. Yes, I feel like it's all coming to you. For those of you who this is supposed to be resolved some way, I feel for some of you, it may not be in the week ahead. For some of you, it could be if you're on that timeline. But for those of you who are still in the fight, this could be resolved by the end of the month. I feel like there is a tower showing up here, and the tower is creating momentum. And you go from a place of feeling unstable about the situation to getting news. The Knight of Swords is here. So somebody wants to rush to you to give you the news that you're getting the victory. It's a realization and a time of celebration, because the Three of Pentacles, somebody had your back at the courthouse, whether it was your lawyer or it was the judge, somebody who was very fair about some sort of it could be they see that there were family secrets, possibly, that somebody here was trying to hold everything up by creating blocks, by creating, you know, a labyrinth where you'd never get out. They were trying to create a legal down spiral, so somebody had to get caught up in the paperwork and the red tape, and it feels like somebody here is just not, like the judge is just not having it. So I feel like some of you might find out next week if this is your situation and you're going through this right now and you're expecting an answer to show up. I feel like for you, the answer is coming via a tower. And for some of you, this might not go down until like into the end of the month. We do have the World card here, which tells me that you finally can close this door. The cycle is over. This is your grand achievement. You can now just turn your back and never have to look back there. It feels like it's something that you've been trying to accomplish, and you get to walk away with everything. You get to walk away with stability, peace, you're grounded, you're dependable, like things are really moving in the right direction for you, and you have the ultimate happiness here. I think that's quite lovely. I hope I'm reading for you. I'm just going to leave that right there, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you, but I'll be back because I am always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.